Kentucky State Police are asking for the public's help to find a missing Russell County woman.
An investigation is underway after an accident on a Kentucky military base leaves a soldier dead.
Two sisters separated as embryos are now being reunited.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. State police are asking for your help finding a missing woman in Russell County.
24-year-old Whitney Danielle Copley of Dunville was last seen on September 30th. WKYT Sam Smith talked to Copley's two sisters who say they're really worried. It's our top story at 4:30.
She was last seen at this home off Decatur Road here in Russell County. Her family says she's gone periods without talking to anyone before, but never for this long. 24-year-old Whitney Danielle Copley has been missing since September 30th. Her family says she was living here in Dunville, but she's also known to stay in the Houstonville area. She left the house, telling one of her sisters that she was going out, and that was the last time she was seen. Her family says in the past, when she would go somewhere without telling anyone, she would eventually contact someone shortly after her disappearance. That hasn't been the case this time.
I just hope that if she sees this, she'll at least let one of us know that she's okay, because she always tells me. Even if she's not home and no matter where she's at, she always reads my messages and always writes me back. So we're just worried that she hasn't maybe had the chance to get to somewhere where she can contact us, or maybe that something has happened where she can't contact us.
If you have any information about where Whitney could be, you're asked to contact Kentucky State Police. In Russell County, Sam Smith, WKYT.
Copley is 5'7", 110 pounds, with tattoos on her wrist, legs, and lower back. Military investigators are trying to figure out what went wrong during a training exercise that left one soldier dead.
It happened at Fort Campbell on the Kentucky-Tennessee border yesterday. Haley Mason reports.
A Fort Campbell spokesperson says this soldier was shot during a routine live fire training exercise by another soldier. The soldier later died here in the hospital on base. Officials aren't releasing the soldier's name until family is notified. Right now, they're trying to figure out how this happened.
At this time, all indications are that it was an accident, but this is under investigation, and that will be the final determination of what actually caused the event.
The soldier was in a squad-level group of about 7 to 9 people. They were conducting an exercise using live fire when the soldier was shot by another. A Fort Campbell spokesperson says the exercises are routine and follow other intensive training prerequisites.
This is something we do fairly often, and these soldiers go into these exercises well trained. I mean, there's steps that go into this before they go into an exercise that takes place under live fire conditions.
He says this is the first time someone has died in this kind of training in recent years.
This is not something that happens often, and in fact quite rare. In the last 2 years that I've been here, this is the first time anything like this has happened.
Right now, other servicemen are receiving counseling, and an internal review of procedures is underway.
Immediately there'll be a review of all the procedures that take place. So that's immediate. The longer term investigation could take anywhere from weeks to maybe even a month. So yeah, I mean, everything's going to be evaluated at this point. You know, that could have caused this tragedy.
U.S. Army officials will continue to investigate this incident. They'll be going over policies and procedures to see what went wrong. Reporting from Fort Campbell, Haley Mason.
Now let's check the weather. It's another beautiful day here in the Bluegrass. Blue skies out there. Temperatures back up to 80. Is it that warm?
So we want to know, how long can we expect this trend to last for us? Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. How about it, Chris?
Here you go. 1. It is a lonely number. You got one more day of this stuff on Thursday, and then we change it up as we head toward Friday and into the coming weekend. High pressure right on top of the area. A little bit of high cloud cover and some out and out fair weather cumulus clouds, not producing any precipitation right on top of especially the northern parts of the area, but high pressure will hang tough into the region as we go through the day tomorrow. No precipitation showing up, and you see that little bank of some clouds across parts of northern and north central Kentucky. Live sky cams across the region now showing that increase in clouds. Here's the view from out front of the station looking over toward Hamburg Pavilion, Winchester Road, and skies now with a little more cloud cover than what we were just showing a few minutes ago. One more really good day, and then some Friday showers and storms start to show up, and a little bit of a chill will follow that up as we head into the upcoming weekend. And from there, we'll see where we go with a new hour-by-hour forecast, though, guys. One is the answer to your question. That's your Thursday.
Chris, thank you. Today, Lexington Mayor Jim Gray announced the latest project for the city's Affordable Housing Fund.
The Farrell Square Apartments will be the first to receive funding through this program. Our Victor Puente talked with officials from the Affordable Housing Office on what kind of renovations we can expect.
This fund will pay for repairs at the apartments behind me. It's a building with a lot of history that city leaders say needs to be preserved. The former Douglas School for African American students is now housing with 59 different units in the building. The apartments are rented by low-income seniors and disabled adults. Today, Mayor Jim Gray and city leaders announced renovations that were paid for by the Affordable Housing Fund. Those renovations include a new roof, storm windows, new appliances, and wheelchair accessibility. The director of the Office of Affordable Housing says there's a big need in Lexington for these type of apartments.
If we don't preserve the units we already have, and we do have some aging affordable housing in this community, if we don't preserve those, we will never catch up on the need. So preservation has become just as important as the creation of new units.
These renovations are expected to be completed by early 2016. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
The Farrell Square Apartments are owned by the First African Baptist Church. This is one of the first projects funded through the Office of Affordable Housing. A central Kentucky city is one step closer to adopting a fairness ordinance. The Herald Leader reports that the mayor of Versailles has asked the city council to research and draft an ordinance. 8 other Kentucky cities have passed similar laws prohibiting discrimination based on sexual orientation.
2 sisters separated as embryos have been reunited, all thanks to a couple who decided to give their embryos up for adoption. Julie O'Neill reports.
It's all joy for Jamie and Piper, who've been getting to know each other this past year after each learned, quite by surprise, she had a sister.
When she met Jamie, she went back to school, and I don't think she shut up for a week to all the people there. I've got a sister.
It's all because Piper's parents, David and Rhonda Joseph of LaGrange, Kentucky, took a leap of faith a decade ago and asked Allison and Tom Benassi of Newtown for their frozen embryos. Both couples had been working with the Institute of Reproductive Health, which had its reunion of families at the zoo this Sunday. 10 years ago, as the Benassis were finally having their miracle baby, Jamie, the Josephs inquired through the agency about adopting frozen embryos. The Benassis agreed.
April the 13th, 2005, David and I traveled to Cincinnati to meet our embryos. And there were 5. 4 of them survived the thaw, and Dr. Schreiber implanted all 4 of them.
Piper was born that December. It was around this time last year she told her parents she wanted to meet her biological parents. And the couples agreed to meet and introduce the girls.
It's been an instant connection. You would never know that that they didn't know each other for the first 10 years or 9 years.
We do act like sisters. We do argue sometimes.
Yeah. People say, they'll ask, well, isn't it strange? I mean, what did you feel when you met Allison and Tom? And for us, and I know for me personally, I couldn't wait to meet them because I wanted to say thank you. I've never felt an awkward moment. I've never, they feel like family.
And they are now. Rhonda Joseph has made a plea to other couples who have frozen embryos to consider giving them for adoption.
It looks like surgery was a success for an injured UK basketball player. Dominique Hawkins tweeted this picture from his hospital room. The junior guard broke a bone in his right hand over the weekend during practice. UK says he'll be out for about 4 weeks. In his tweet, Hawkins thanked everyone for their support.
Will there be more horror for Lady Gaga? More on her request to return for another season of American Horror Story before her first season debuts. That's ahead on WKYT News at 4:30.